if your mind jumps to the worst-case scenario. If a small inconvenience becomes a disaster in your head, if you imagine everything going wrong, even when nothing is happening, you're not dramatic. You're not too much. Your mind is scared, and today, we're calming it. Hi, I'm Kai. Welcome to episode 10 of Overthinking and Mental Clarity. Catastrophizing is one of the most exhausting forms of overthinking. It's when your mind takes a small situation and runs to the worst possible outcome. It happens to millions of people in America at work, in relationships, while driving, while waiting for a message, during quiet nights, or stressful mornings. But catastrophizing isn't a personality flaw. It's a nervous system response. Today, I'll show you why your mind does this, and how to slow, soften, and stop these fear-based thoughts before they spiral out of control. A few years ago, I was living in Seattle, in a small apartment near Queen Anne Hill. One morning, I received an email from my boss that simply said, "We need to talk later today." No context, no detail. Immediately, my mind exploded. Am I in trouble? Did I do something wrong? What if I lose my job? What if everything falls apart? 4 hours. I was tense, anxious, imagining disaster. Later that afternoon, we talked. It wasn't bad news. It wasn't even a problem. He just wanted my feedback on a project. That day, I learned something important. The worst-case scenario almost never happens. Your brain believes it as, protecting you by imagining it. Catastrophizing isn't random. It's biological. First, your brain evolved for survival. Human brains are wired to scan for danger. In ancient times, this kept people alive. Today, your brain still does this, but instead of predators, it looks for threats in emails, conversations, schedules, and mistakes. Second, stress amplifies fear. When your stress hormone, cortisol, is high, your brain jumps faster, thinks darker, and believes danger is everywhere. Third, you want control in an unpredictable world. When life feels uncertain, the brain imagines worst-case outcomes so it can feel prepared, even if the fear isn't realistic. And fourth, your nervous system is tired. Exhaustion makes everything feel dramatic. A tired mind cannot think calmly. So, what does catastrophizing feel like? It's imagining the worst outcome, feeling dread without reason, replaying fear scenarios, and making irrational predictions. You might feel tension in your body, constantly scan for danger, and find it impossible to relax. It can feel like something bad is about to happen, all the time. This is not weakness. It's overwhelm. So how do we stop it? Here is a gentle, simple, 3-step method rooted in neuroscience. Step 1. Catch the fear, don't follow the story. When you notice your mind spiraling, pause and say to yourself, this is catastrophic thinking, not truth. Just labeling it breaks the cycle. Your mind starts to calm down once it knows you see the pattern. Step 2. Ask the reality question. Catastrophizing thrives on imagination, not evidence. So ask yourself, what's the most likely outcome? Not the worst, not the best, the most likely. Most likely outcomes are calm, normal, and manageable. This simple question brings your mind back to the present, grounded in reality instead of fear. Step 3. Calm the body to calm the mind. Catastrophizing starts in the nervous system. Your thoughts spiral because your body is tense. So, do one of these simple things. Take a slow exhale for 6 seconds. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Unclench your jaw, or place a hand on your chest and feel your heartbeat. You can also feel your feet on the floor or look around the room and name 5 things you see to ground yourself. A calm body cannot produce catastrophic thoughts. Your physical state directly influences your mental state. A few months after that incident in Seattle, I was sitting at a small park in Austin, Texas. The sun was warm on my skin, and I could hear kids playing in the distance. Another vague email came through. The old me would have panicked instantly, but this time I closed my eyes, placed a hand on my chest, and whispered to myself, I'm not living in the worst case anymore. And for the first time, the fear didn't take over. The thought passed like a cloud drifting across the sky. It didn't control me anymore. So, how do you know you're healing from You'll notice you panic less over small things. You start to trust the present moment more. Your fear thoughts lose their intensity. You stop automatically predicting disaster. Your body feels lighter. You worry less about the future. Your decisions feel easier, and your thinking becomes more realistic. This is what clarity feels like. Here is what you need to hear today. You are not your catastrophic thoughts. You're not the worst-case scenario your mind creates. You're not doomed, unlucky, or destined for disaster. You're overwhelmed. You're anxious. You've been carrying too much for too long. But you can calm your mind. You can trust the present. You can imagine better outcomes. You can break this cycle. The future doesn't have to be frightening. It can be peaceful. It can be hopeful. It can be yours. Here's your action challenge. The next time your mind imagines the worst, do just one of these things. Say, "This is fear, not reality." Ask, "What's the most likely outcome?" Relax your shoulders and breathe. Step outside for 30 seconds of fresh air, or touch something around you to ground yourself. Small practices create big peace. If this episode quieted your fears even a little, share it with someone who imagines worst-case scenarios. 2. And if you're ready to think clearly and stop letting fear write the story, subscribe to inspire change today. This is episode 10 of Overthinking and Mental Clarity. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me, as we continue calming the mind and building the courage to think realistically, compassionately, and peacefully. The worst case isn't your future. Clarity is.